So I've been looking back at some of my old blog posts during the 3 years that I've been training to become an Alexander Technique teacher. And there's just so much anger and tension that I can feel in my prose from late 2008 and early 2009. And there's a lot of like repetitive tropes that keep popping up in my writing that really don't aid it. I have a weakness for the word chicks and hot chicks and that sort of 7th grade talk. Here I am, I'm now 45 years of age. And I could just feel the crackling of the tension. Like there's probably writing these torrid blog posts with like a furrowed brow and tension around the eyes and around the mouth, and probably hunching my shoulders and kind of probably tipping my head back and kind of compressing my spine as and then as I read over the past 3 years of my blog posts on the Alexander Technique, I can sense kind of a gradual letting go of my need to be an intrusive narrator in the story. And over the past year or so, I can see myself just increasingly letting go, allowing the story to speak for itself. I don't need to intrude with my fantasies about women. I can just let the story go where it needs to go. I don't have to comment and give my opinion so much. I can just narrate and describe, or I can even just describe my feelings. And I think much of what was going on here is that I was stuck in fight or flight. So you're probably familiar with the fight or flight reflex. Say there's a loud noise that goes off behind you. The first reaction is to tense and tighten the neck, tip the head back, push it forward, raise the shoulders, and make yourself basically as small as possible. Now in either fight, freeze, or flight. What happens to many of us is that we get stuck in kind of a version of that, maybe 5% of it or 25% of it, and that's kind of how we go around, and we're just locked and loaded. We're like a loaded gun, we're locked, trigger is pulled back, and we're just ready to go off, ready to explode. So my primary way of exploding since 1997 has been on my various websites, where I just, gotta get this out. And it's just like this torrent of anger and tension and resentment and hatred and just a very nasty sense of humor. And now I can look at my work over the past 6 months and see like a gradual letting go of that unnecessary tension and that unnecessary violence that pervaded my writing.